Meet me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street beat, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just the gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon.
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, just check it out. The gentleman who used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange on Wall Street. This gentleman we follow every morning, talking about the crypto news, talking about the crypto technical analysis. How's everybody doing this Saturday morning? I had to double check. February 4th. Pretty excited. I think there's a big move coming. And I just want to say, to be honest with you, and we should always be honest with each other, so why do we bother saying that in the beginning? But hit the like, hit the bell, all notification. This gentleman used to work on Wall Street, and he knows a little bit of thing or two. We're talking about many things this morning and how this chart, this buy signal and buy sign here, bought a month ago. January 4th was the date if you pay attention. And now we're here facing ourselves one exact month later with another buy signal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see what has happened since that date, this buy signal down here, what is this? Well, this is our new indicator. It's the stochastic ATR volatility oscillator. Good morning, No Daddy. I'm a big fan of this. So far, it's been doing very well. So we're going to talk a little bit about that this morning and how that was the last buy last month and how I think right now we're ready for another one. And if I'm updating the way everything's running here and how the whales and everyone are purchasing and how we're getting trends, 26,000. I'm pretty confident we're going to get there and then hit major resistance here. And when I say major, just enough possibly for like a cup and handle momentum to the downside, right? We'll see. When we get retracements in a bull market, it usually trends to be 40%, 35%, things in that nature. And it's really hard for people to grasp. As you can see up here, 28 could complete that big cup and handle we're talking about here. So hope you're enjoying the live this morning, looking at this big trend from 16 months now. We're finally breaking out of this long pattern. Pretty excited to hear about where we could go, right? 48,000 for 2023 is our prediction. Where I think we're going to hit, and then we'll retrace where we'll be at the end of 23 is not going to be that price, but we will have an all-time high for that year. At this price, I believe we'll be somewhere around there. So if you're excited for that sort of thing, hit the bell, hit the all notification, hit the subscribe. I got a little bit of some news this morning, not much, but Cosmos ecosystem growth and roadmap enough to sustain Atom's current 50% monthly rally? Well, that's pretty much the question for every asset. A lot of the assets now currently layer one projects, even from years ago with the last run, right? The last cycle here that we had on the bull run. They're all pretty much around the same gains, if you've noticed that. Pretty blue chip collared ones I'm speaking of. So we'll talk more about that as we go on. What happened on Thursday, and this was 2 days ago, a total of 5,775.08 Ether was burned. I guess they're saying in time of publication, 1,669.29 was burned from Ethereum transactions. Burning is when a coin token is sent to an unusable wallet to remove it from the circulation. And as we know, when you remove it from the circulation, you do build a scarcity, causing obvious price momentum and good news. So currently in the Fear and Greed Index chart, we are, for the first time that I am aware of, we're in the greed. So I don't know when the last time I could really say, hey, yesterday was in the greed 60, as you can see on the chart here. Holy cow, we've come a long way, ladies and gentlemen, from extreme fear all the way to the greed. So we're going to keep that in mind. How long does that last? And anyone who's been watching and talking about Harmony One token is something to pay attention to. January 10th, when I said I got those buy signals, Well, we bought a little bit of the Bitcoin on that date, and then we waited just 1 week, it looks like, obviously, from here. About a week later, we did buy the altcoins. So if you're paying attention to what's happening and how we know what's going on, 1/4 of a cent. And we go back to Harmony One token, and currently right now in a profit since that price of the 1/4 of a cent. For Harmony One, as I've told many of you, I do love the project. We are now above 126% in a profit. So anyone who had taken that on filled a 10% order at the 0.296. So if anyone was wondering, yeah, our order didn't fill at the 3, but it did at the 2.96, which is what I like to do to beat the whales all the time. So if you were one of those people waiting for a 3-cent fill order and you did not get that, you're going to be disappointed and a little annoyed. I get that. Next time, do 0.0290, and you will pretty much guarantee the fill. As you can see on the price, you would have filled right about here. I'd rather do that than sit here and hold and sit there and be upset. But if you look here, we're getting a bullish flag. Let's see, third leg up. And third leg up, we're going to have to see where Harmony One is going to take us. But I do have the 296 here printed for you. Did not even notice that. So pay attention to that as I do show you very detailed information. Don't even know sometimes I have it there. And I'm the one putting it there. So I do apologize if you're not getting this information. But you got to be careful. We screenshot these usually. What I'm looking for is the 4-cent mark to come back before I really see any traumatic fall or any retracements such that I really need to start being concerned about. So I'm looking to take that wave all the way to about there. I'm excited for this, and if you do look here, 90% of our money bought into this asset is now going to be over 200% of our money. So if you're interested or excited about that, you might want to hit the bell and all notification. We're at all-time high subscribers, and I do thank you, everybody who is commenting, hitting the like, because the algorithm does not like these videos. So it's very hard. We're getting killed right now, and as I said, this will surprise many, 48,000. So anybody right now in the super chat, good morning, Lyric, to you. Anybody want to talk about an asset that we did not go over that perhaps you were wishing we did? I had one person ask me they wanted to go over Terra Luna, and I think I can do that for you, but I don't think he's here right now, Rising Sun, if that's who it is. Excuse me. But in the comments, if you would like to talk about something, currently right now, this big pattern we are breaking through and out of. Very excited for what's to come with all these prices here. This price action is very exciting, and big believer. Looking at this chart here, we're at the daily. Right on the bottom, this is a good buy signal for me. Not financial advice, right? Just, gentlemen, twice as nice here, but I have a good buying signal. And if you could have bought the buying signal last time on January 3rd and 4th, as I said 1 month ago, we got the same exact buying signal pretty much. Do expect Sunday perhaps to be a negative effect, which is fine. But coming into this week, man, we're coming into a very, very nice week. So pay attention to that. I really think that not enough people know what is going on in the market right now. And we do know that Sunday, tomorrow, in 24 hours, we could be getting the rest of this fall, which would most likely get us at the buying zone here, which would be the best buying zone. As you can see, within the next 24 hours, we'll get, are we really doing this right now? Okay. So what you're seeing here on this oscillator that I do love very much, you can see here, this pattern has been very, very fluent. Come on, how many times have we hit the bottom here, right? How many times have we hit this and bounced? Well, we've done it enough. Did we get enough dramatic of a bounce? I'm not sure if you feel that way. But currently, this is a beautiful indicator. I think it's better than the RSI, so this may be something you're going to see a lot more. Good morning, Mr. Steven. And I'm telling people right now, as you can see, we're not done falling. You can see right here, in this zone, there seems to be something very, very important to watch for the Bitcoin price. This indicator is wonderful, and every time, right, every single time we are in this zone, you can see here, we bounce dramatically. So we got a little bit of some more falling, which is probably equaling to Sunday. So let's put this into factors here. That is the Sunday move going into Monday next week. And make it yellow, make it look like it's supposed to be there, get rid of the circle so we can see what's happening. And this is exactly right now what I think is going to happen. So the Bitcoin price is going to fall, maybe. Give us a little flutter. I thought we were going to get a breakout this morning. Pretty excited about that, but it looks like we're just going to retest. But right here, this is what I'm putting in. This is the actual movement I think we're going to get. So a nice J-like substance is coming. Don't know, but it looks like a J, and that's usually what happens. I do see this kind of happening, so get ready. I don't think we're going to pass below this line. As you can see, we've been getting the same exact price action for how long? Well, all the way from April of 2022, so almost exactly 11 months of history telling us, please, don't worry. We're going to hit some support here on the bottom, and then we're going to be back off to the races. So I'm pretty excited about that. If you are as well, if it doesn't happen today, you have 24 hours to find out. Matter of fact, we only got 9 hours and 43 minutes. So 9 hours and 43 minutes, we're going to get a new daily candle for Bitcoin. And what's going to happen is we're going to either go to the up or to the downside. I don't think we're going to resume sideways anymore. And you can't make fun of me because that was the triple threat. We're either going to go sideways, we're either going to go up, we're either going to go down. You can either pass, you can shoot, or you can dribble. You got 3 options, right? It's the triple threat. Well, this is the triple threat for trading right now, and Bitcoin right now does have a belief of an extent move to 26,000. I'm looking at the daily chart. We have 9 hours and 42 minutes till the very next candle here either shoots up, finishes, and touches this resistance here, almost before the 24,000. So we're looking at 23.9. If we can finish a daily candle, and obviously the daily candle must finish above 23.7. That's the real number. I wanted to just retrace and get the right number up there. I apologize. That is the magic number for tonight. So you have a homework to do. Well, 9 hours and 45 minutes. We'll be talking about this chart. We'll be talking about this pattern, and we'll be hoping that we'll be breaking to the upside here and most likely building support either here or heading to 26,000 immediately. So we'll see if we can break that right now. It's very important as it's 23,760 something. So that is the exact price. As you can see, you know what? I'll delete it and I get it the right price all the time. And there you have it, 23,778. There it is in the corner to the right. That's what I believe we must break and finish a candle above. As you can see, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost a week, we have not been able to break above the price. She's been telling us no. We've been saying okay. Pretty much of a chump move. And if you can see right here, Bitcoin really doesn't have much support or resistance after we get to this zone. So I'm really going to be focused on this hardcore. You must pay attention. That's why the 28,000 is such an important level coming next. We could be just hesitating around the 26, build support, and then come break through to the 28. And that's why if you're finding many people saying, hey, 28,000 is coming, that could be why. What's your thoughts on Graph GRT? What's up, Michael Smith? It's basically like how Google indexes the web, right? So what they're saying is crypto has GRT doing the same thing. Now, I've yet to really see that type of instance, right, or example. GRT, that's a good one. I mean, I haven't really looked at it in a very long time. Sold it, made a lot of money, actually. If I looked at my wallet, that might be one of the top 10, actually, of Lunic. We might have to talk about that. I had had somebody ask, a good follower, Rising Sun. GRT Graph, big believer in the asset in the beginning of crypto. Now, I don't really know. You got to remember when we go over here, total crypto market cap is 1.09 trillion. So we are looking pretty strong. Let's see where we're at now. Stuck at that area, there are 22,423 crypto assets. I find it is impossible for every one of those crypto assets to be useful. And I'm sure anyone in this room with a good head on their shoulders can agree with that. It's really going to be difficult. And currently right now, if I was to start dissecting this asset, I would automatically say there is a beautiful cup and handle textbook coming into this here, probably lagging behind a lot of things here. There's a lot of them that do that. And Harmony One token's one of them. We talked about it. I believe XTP has a nice move coming. And currently right now, well, we have a beautiful textbook cup and handle. GRT, we'll probably have to add it to the title because this is most likely going to play out. So now what happened is we got a nice little move to the upside. Trajectory, yeah, but we say high volatile waves most likely in a slow-mo. Nothing turning heads, not really showing anything big for people, not huge gains, but enough to realize, hey, cup and handle is forming. So could be coming in. As you can see currently right now, you do have a daily chart for TradingView, and we're looking at about trying to get to the 10-cent mark. It seems to be a problem for resistance currently for this asset. So what we want to find now is how far back we're going to come to, and will this be the last test. Now, my sell-off, if we start falling below 9.3, I will put a sell order and believe that, guess what? This price is just going to continue to fall. Double bottom M, we could have a problem, and that's my concern. So what I would do now is put a sell order here if you must. 933 is something I would do. It's just my personal strategy here. I don't like this. Particularly here, there's big support, so if I don't find it again, I'm not going to believe that it's going to sustain. That's what I'm getting at with this. But what we have here is probably a cup and handle that could have formed already. Here is at the bottom, a little of a quick retracement, 23 something, and then we come right back to test up. What we could find ourselves in, this is a daily for GRT. I don't have any volume or indicators up, but I'm sure looking at the rest of the market like it all does, it's all telling me the same thing. And this is weird because this indicator is definitely different from what that's telling me on the RSI. RSI level telling me we could be hitting a little bit of resistance, but now I do have that on the 4-hourly, also showing resistance as well on these two indicators. So in the short-term time frame, GRT, I expect perhaps some resistance as we're building a couple tops here. As you can see, a double top here. But I do like the coiling up action. So if I do find myself breaking and finishing a daily candle, and this is going to be important now. We got to see what the previous, let's see, daily candle, right, above. I would put a position in above the 10 cents if we finished a daily candle above. So if we did finish it above, like I said, pay attention to the bottom price. That would be very crucial for us to be in trouble with if it started breaking below. But quick just to tell you, GRT, 1020. 1002. That's about what I'm looking to do. I'd probably put a long position in there, but you should be buying, obviously, the dip before that happens, right? A lot of people tell me, oh, I'm buying, and I laugh, and I'm like, you're buying? What do you mean you're buying? I'm selling. I'm taking profits. A lot of people don't realize you should have been buying before, and everybody in the crypto space today, it feels like, it's like everybody's going to come out of their own, it's wild. So we'll talk about it. Did say at 23,391, I did say I do expect Bitcoin right here to start breaking to the upside. So we're going to see if that does keep going. Looks like we did get a little bit of a stutter here, fake out. So we're going to see here, this line is going to be very important for Bitcoin. So we're going to pay close attention to that. 23.7, 23.8. Once the daily candle rises above there, I believe we are off to the races. Nothing's going to stop Bitcoin at that point. So I would definitely pay attention to that. Once we break a daily candle, so that's 9.5 hours. So in 9.5 hours, ladies and gentlemen, if we finish a daily candle above there, I would start jumping up and down. I'd put a long position in. Matter of fact, I am all set for that. Long position set. I don't want people to even get misconstrued here. Once we break above, and that's pretty much all you need to know. So very important. My strategy only, please be very careful. As you can see here, we're pretty high, consolidating, coiling up, but we can hit resistance and just come straight back down to here, which would then give us that 21.3 that I've been harping on. So I'm going to tell you right now, I have a couple strategies set up. One of them is to accumulate more if we get the opportunity for 21.3. So please understand, these are 3 opportunities that I put myself in. I do set myself up for this position purposely. And like I said, I do believe that this can very well happen into Sunday. So tomorrow is Sunday. So if we don't break above the 23,800 price and finish a daily candle above, we won't see the 26 possible. We're going to have to come down and worry about 21,300 coming. It's going to shake out some people. But what's going to happen, it's not going to shake out the Wall Street Pete crew, because what we're going to do is we're going to accumulate more at that price. We're going to be strong. This is my strategy, of course, and not financial advice, but please pay attention to what happens here, because we call this a lot. And then what may happen? Well, we come all the way down, we fall. People ask me, well, how the fuck did you know that? And then there it is, upward W, and then everyone is miserable as AF. Why? Because you got manipulated out of this market. So it happens very often. And if you pay attention to this move is really not that scary. It's a very typical move to the downside. So don't be surprised if you find yourself, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about any more assets. This is the end of the video. It's very important for you to really grasp what's about to happen. I believe we're going to 26,000. I believe we're going all the way to 48,000 in this year. But what's going to happen in the short term is going to scare the bejesus out of you. So 21,300, big possibility, high on the RSI. I see it already. Big believer that we are going to tank, come down. I mean, come on, it makes total sense here. Now, could we get this pump to the upside? Well, I thought we would have gotten it already. The volume is shitting the bed. It's peaking. So unless we get some volume coming in, it's not going to happen. So anybody excited for this, expect Sunday tomorrow to come in, kick you in the face, come all the way down, and then we're going to get the lift to the upside coming next week. So this is what I really expect to happen. I'm going to leave this here for you. What do you see? A cup and handle, inside a cup and handle, surprise. What a big surprise, right? And then ultimately breaking above there, which will result into where we need to be. So pay attention. I don't know why the 26 doesn't make sense or correlate up to the 25,000 price that I have here, but the last move on the uptick here for this pattern was telling me that we should be moving with the same money flow to here. So if the same money flow and the same move comes in, perhaps 26,000 is going to be the very next price. My name is Wall Street Pete, Sick Dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, check us out, Sick Dough in Crypto on Twitter. Here we are right here at Sick Dough Crypto. Check us out. Or like I said, we talked about it, $0.0125 on Harmony token. We bought as much as we can. We're going to continue to buy as much as we can. But right now it's at a higher price. It's not at that discount no more. And a lot of us wonder, is this price for real? Or is the bull run fake? Well, there's a lot of negative Nancy's out there, ladies and gentlemen. So please be careful. Jamie Dimon, a lot of the bigwigs don't want you to have any of this action. Some of this is life-changing wealth. Some of this is life-changing wealth in the other direction. If you don't make the right move, if you don't get in and out or dollar cost average is pretty much what I'm getting at. I would not be shorting this market unless you're trying to short it to 21.3. Make sure you do have a set of skills and some experience before trading on leverage. I'll tell you right now, I've had some crazy liquidation stories. Last summer, not this past one, the year before that, year and a half, I fell off a ladder, okay? And I started longing Bitcoin, and I was longing it on KuCoin, and I was playing with way too much leverage, okay? I was trading, I think it was 20 times leverage, 15 leverage, somewhere in that area. I shouldn't have been doing it. And I was up about $2,000. I was out to dinner, celebrating. I was drinking a huge margarita. Well, I pretty much broke my foot. Well, I was in so much pain. Could you imagine? I was in so much pain. I never set a sell stop on my position, and I got liquidated. And it's funny. It's a funny story because it could happen to anyone. I was in so much pain I couldn't even pay attention. I was so happy celebrating, and when I got hurt, the stupid ladder Chevy chased first off. Chevy chased down the ladder, which is the scariest thing you could possibly do, right? You watch the movie, you laugh at the guy, and then you do it. If I had it recorded, I probably would have 2 trillion views, and we would probably be a bigger channel today. But don't bullshit, this really happened. I Chevy chased. I had my buddy, he can vouch for me, Mr. Kyle. He was holding the bottom of the ladder, and I Chevy chased my ass down. I should have had a couple drinks, of course. That did not help. At nighttime, locking yourself out of your house, that did not also help. But I had this one window I knew I left open, which I don't know how I remembered I did it, but I did. And we never made it to the window. So be very careful trading crypto. It's like a ladder. It's like a retracing ladder. I hope many of you enjoy the videos. I hope some of it really helps you. Pay attention to some of the levels. Some of these levels for Bitcoin are very important. And as these whales continue to accumulate Bitcoin, they're going to tell you all the negative, right? Elon Musk lost $140 million. And crypto, $3.8 billion hacked, as we went over yesterday's video for 2022. Almost $4 billion in crypto given away in hacks. Whew. Get yourself a ledger. Protect yourself. They don't tell you about that stuff. They don't tell you, hey, you can go to the store and buy a $70 fucking ledger, and you'll never have to worry about that shit again. Don't give your keys out to nobody, and you got your private keys in your head, and you got all your money in your head for the rest of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the future. Crypto is the future. 2030, everything will be tokenized. Everything will be on the blockchain. We will be trading in probably Satoshis. I don't know why people don't believe this is possible. But if you like this sort of stuff, please share with a friend. Please tell them. I got a guy who used to work on Wall Street. The New York Mercantile Exchange no longer exists, but hey, he used to work there. And pretty real as steel guy. So we're looking to change the world a little at a time here. Everybody, please be careful in the crypto space. As you already know, it is a crazy place. Till the next video, my friends, enjoy your weekend.